All right, so everyone knows by now, August 15th in the city of Philadelphia, the one and only, the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in the sport right now that's currently active. Let's not get into the whole debate. Only man to defend the lightweight strap 4 times, potentially the greatest fighter that this sport has ever seen. He is returning, of course, as we know, against the very cocky, loud, brash, but very successful 17-1 contender, Ian Machado Garry. Now, Ian Machado Garry, he's never backwards in coming forwards, unless it's in the fight, because he will go backwards and he will dance around. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But Ian Garry's very cocky. He believes in himself, and you might find that annoying and a little bit frustrating, okay? But he's a fighter. You're supposed to believe in yourself.
He's never fought someone as long and tall as me. He's not fought someone as fast as me. He's not fought someone who has the distance management, the boxing capabilities, the head movement that I did, but also the takedown defense. He might get me down. I hope he does, because I want to prove to the world that he can't submit me. I don't care if he's an internationally recognized master of Sambo or not. I'm going to bounce him on his skull. I'm going to take his title. I'm going to take his throne, and I'm going to finish that consecutive win streak. And I'll always be the guy that stopped history from happening.
And I'm telling you right now, this fight for Islam Makhachev may be a lot harder than what people think. Given all of the accolades that Islam Makhachev has, it's easy to just dismiss Ian Garry and say, listen, he's got to just run right through him. Okay, you could send him to Dagestan or Georgia for 20 years and still forget all about it.
Send him 2-3 years Dagestan and forget.
Okay, because Islam Makhachev is the GOAT. He's going to take him down. The man's Irish. They don't wrestle in Ireland, for crying out loud. Well, guess what? He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. He's 17-1. He had a very, very close fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Ended the fight threatening the rear naked choke. He beat the former champion, Belal Muhammad, that wrestled the life out of Leon Edwards, okay? So this is a real fight. Before you start to think that this is just going to be one-way traffic, I'm telling you, this is going to be a lot. Now, of course, the career of Islam is ridiculous. When you look at the last few fights that he had, the people on his resume, it's insane. Jack Della Maddalena, Renato Moicano, granted on a day's notice, and he made it look easy, got it done in just 4 minutes. Before that, Dustin Poirier submitted him. Alexander Volkanovski 2 times in a row. Charles Oliveira, Bobby Green, Dan Hooker, Thiago Moises. When Thiago Moises was the real deal, when he was a contender, when he was coming up and he was very, very hungry. So as I say, he's on a run. The record of Islam Makhachev is 28 wins and 1 loss with 18 stoppages. And of course, if he can get a hold of Ian Garry and take him down, yeah, it's probably going to be easy. Ian will struggle to get back to his feet, and I don't think he can match Islam in terms of jiu-jitsu or submission grappling, okay? But it's the style that Ian Garry has. It is the length and the reach that he has, and it is his ability to silence out the crowd and not give a damn if you people are booing. If everyone in the arena is throwing their popcorn and the drinks and going, boo, this is garbage, because all Ian Garry is doing is dancing around, popping the jab, throwing the right hand, using push kicks to keep Islam away. He won't care, because on paper, or according to the judges, he's winning the fight. And his job is to win the fight and become the welterweight champion of the world. But of course, it ain't going to be easy. Islam's going to go forward. I'm just saying, Philadelphia, they've got a real fight on the hands. And by the way, the fight card is shaping up really nicely as well. There's a couple of rumored bouts that I saw online. I don't know if these are actually happening, but if they are, it's going to be ridiculous. We do have another title fight on there. Mackenzie Dern making her first defense against Gillian Robertson. That's an interesting matchup. We know Mackenzie Dern has got wonderful jiu-jitsu, and Gillian Robertson is no slouch on the ground either. 17 wins, 8 losses to be fair, but 9 submissions. Against Marina Rodriguez, the hands look good as well. So that's a really interesting fight. But the rumored fights that I've heard are absolutely insane. Carlos Praches versus Michael Morales. I don't know if that's happening. I have no confirmation of that whatsoever. But I did see some people talking online. And one's got to think, with Ian Garry and Islam fighting in the welterweight division after Islam absolutely destroyed Jack Della Maddalena. And I say that as a fan of Jack, of course. But what they like to do is stack the card with some other relevant contenders in that division. Just in case anything bad happens, they've got someone else that can step in. If Ian Garry gets sick, if he twists his ankle, if he gets injured throughout the training camp, well, guess what? Michael Morales can step in. Carlos Praches can step in. That is, of course, if that fight's actually getting made. But if it does get made, Oh my God, that is the matchup that I really want to see. Two of the most devastating strikers in the welterweight division. Both men with ridiculous knockout power, and two men that are absolutely gigantic for the welterweight division as well. And here's another one. And again, it's just a rumor. Okay, so don't hold me accountable and say it's coming from the UFC, because it's not. I saw it online. But often, a lot of times, these things do come to fruition. And right now, according to Wikipedia, there's only 4 fights announced. The other fight, again, a potential that I'm really excited about. I saw people talking about Jiri Prochazka, my favorite fighter, the crazy samurai that he is, who got flatlined after Carlos Solberg for showing pity or sympathy or whatever it was, right? He made a mistake. He's rumored to be taking on Paulo Costa. Boy, Mr. Secret Juice himself. Tell me, that isn't a good matchup. So if we've got Islam Makhachev and Ian Machado or Garry, Mackenzie Dern taking on Gillian Robertson, potentially Carlos Praxis and Michael Morales, and then Jiri Prochazka and Paulo Costa. Holy shit, that's insane. Also confirmed, we have Edson Barboza. The man is still going strong, which is insane, taking on Esteban Ribovics. So still taking on worthy contenders at his ripe old age. Erin Blanchfield, of course, she returns. She's a submission ace as well. She's taking on Jasmine Jasdavicius, another woman that knows how to grapple, a very strong wrestler coming out of Canada. So there's UFC 330, but the main event, Islam Makhachev, is finally returning. Yes, there was talks of Ilia Topuria. Forget about that. Ilia Topuria will be back. Justin Gaethje also kind of confirmed, I think, on the Joe Rogan podcast, that he is not done fighting. He will fight again, but he's going to take some time off.
Are you going to continue fighting?
For right now, I'm planning on it. There's not something natural in me that feels like it's over.
He's already fought twice this year. He took a lot of damage in the Ilia Topuria fight, but he will be fighting not against Ilia, and Ilia won't be fighting Islam Makhachev anytime soon.
Do you think Ilia's going to try for a rematch?
No, he doesn't get a rematch. He can try, but he doesn't get one.
Wow.
He quit on the stool. He quit twice. I stopped him twice.
That's just the reality, and I think that fight has gone by the wayside. I don't think we'll ever see that matchup. Will we ever see a 3-weight division champion? That's the thing. It is absolutely crazy. What Alex Pereira tried to do was phenomenal, and I give him a lot of credit for the heart that he showed in getting back to his feet. But it's the 3-weight division thing. It's impossible. But anyway, Islam Makhachev, I don't think he's thinking about that. All he's thinking about doing is something that other people have never done, and that is defend belts in 2 weight divisions. As I say, he defended 4 times at lightweight, and now this will be his first ever defense at welterweight. And by the way, if he gets through Ian Garry, and that is a big if, and I say that respectfully, and I assume Islam will be a massive favorite, and rightly so. I'm just saying, you can never count your chickens in this sport. You should never underestimate anyone. And Islam Makhachev is not that guy, okay? He lives and breathes the sport. That's when he's not on his farm taking care of his animals and stuff like that.
This is my dream, to make big farm. We have a lot of animals.
The man is a serious professional. He will come in ready and prepped and ready to absolutely demolish Ian Garry if he doesn't bring his A game and a stellar game plan. The game plan, as I said, will be stick and move. And that might sound boring, but it could get the job done. Let me know what you think about everything I just said. What do you think about these rumored matchups? Do you want to see Jiri Prochazka return against Paulo Costa? I think that makes a lot of sense. I love watching Jiri perform. He got flatlined by Carlos Solberg. That's just the nature of the beast. But Jiri Prochazka is one of the most exciting fighters, and he will take the fight to Paulo Costa, who, by the way, looked brilliant in his light heavyweight debut. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, ring the bell. Let me know about everything what I said in the comment section, please. Take care.